Welcome back to another 2021 Player Outlook presented by RotoHeat.com. This time we're talking Marquez Callaway, wide receiver, New Orleans Saints. Thank you guys for all the love and the comments you've been doing here on the channel. Make sure you like, subscribe, smash that notification button so you can stay up to date every time we drop Player Outlooks, live videos, and everything else. Let's get to it. All right, so this one was a little bit of a surprise to the RotoHeat team. This guy's rise has been something interesting this preseason. Of the guys that looked into him, we think he's going to finish somewhere in the 29 to 35 overall range for wide receivers. So that's more like a wide receiver, 4 range. 2 are buying, 4 are holding. Nobody's selling at this point, and we think his ADP is going to go up next year as opposed to where it is currently. And he should give you spot starter potential this year. We don't have him on the RotoHeat Superflex ADP currently. Probably going to change here soon, I would venture to say. But if you look at redraft ADP, like over at Fantasy Pros, our friends over there, they've got him at wide receiver 63 or 180 overall. Obviously, I don't know how quickly that's been updated, but I would venture to say within the last few days, it's going to change things a little bit. This has definitely been an interesting rise to relevance. In our opinions, this has been the perfect storm, and it's given guys like Callaway the opportunity. Think about it. I mean, Thomas, Tre'Quan Smith down, Troutman. I mean, all the guys that they expected to have, they don't. And a guy like Callaway stepping up. I mean, when you look at this depth chart, I mean, they just signed Kevin White. That should tell you everything you need to know that this team is in need of some receivers. And a guy like Callaway, who was a free agent last year, coming out of college, college free agent, signed to New Orleans, has pushed his way into relevancy. With what they have, I mean, you're looking at Callaway, Deontay Harris, Lil Jordan Humphrey, Ty Montgomery, K'Wan Baker, Chris Hogan, Kevin White. I mean, behind Thomas, who's potentially out for a significant amount of time, and then Tre'Quan Smith, I mean, there needed to be somebody, and Callaway has stepped up and really made a name for himself this preseason and pushed himself into the conversation of being a starter in kind of a flex type position throughout the season. Definitely not going to rely on him, but if you can get him at a fair price or get him at a reasonable value, you might as well. He's not going to be the wide receiver 1 on this team. It's just hard to imagine him being the top target getter in New Orleans. But if Jameis is a starter, you definitely like the opportunity Callaway has. Performing in the preseason is great, but it's not necessarily telling of what his involvement will be once we get to the regular season. There are also other factors, facing better players on the defensive side of things. Volume could turn him into a wide receiver 3, but this could always be a best ball guy. Like, this could be one of those guys that just doesn't give you the quality week in and week out that you can trust. Callaway should cement himself as one of the better receivers on the team, but that, at this point, that's not saying a lot because either injuries or ineffectiveness have kept this team really hampered. This is a team that if you tell me in 2 weeks that they've hit the waiver wire and picked up guys that have been cut by the rosters, wouldn't surprise me in the least. Let me know in the comments below. Is this guy a spot starter for you? Like we said, let's keep that conversation going. We thank you guys as always. We'll talk to you again in the next one.